just think that we have a very unique group that is very excited about learning. We're having more small groups today, so we're getting to know each other on a deeper level and talking about these very excellent lectures. Zach did, for example, about reconciliation in Belfast and sort of diplomacy there. And Michaela spoke about loving the other, loving your neighbor, the Roma specifically. And I've spoken on reconciliation between the rich and the poor.
There were some amazing workshops, but the most impressive for me was the workshop about how God is acting in our life and how we should give Him trust and our faith. So for me, this workshop spoke me the most, and I understood that even if I'm going through a storm, God will be there and He will help me to go over and to fulfill my dreams. So for me, this project was a new startup, was a new inspiration to go home and bring a change in my life and in my society.
This is a movement that is necessary, that the kingdom of God doesn't just stay in the church, but it spreads into all areas of society, into the arts. Myself as a musician, I believe it is important that we do not just keep our beliefs right in home inside the walls of the church, but that we bring them into whatever areas of our lives.
I met a lady that she spoke about politics and about her life, and she's a Christian, and I was very impressed about her speech and about her teaching, and I was influenced, and I would like in the future to be involved in politics and help people around me, and do these kind of things to develop the communities who are in need. And
I discovered new things about myself and how to build up, to develop my versatility, and how to work with other people in efficient teams. Also, a lot was spoken in the politics area, how we should carry out Jesus' principles in the politics, in business, and to do all that in integrity.
I had the opportunity to meet a lot of wonderful people, and I was quite impressed that EDI creates connections between people, and it is a great platform for future lawyers, such as I am. Also, I found here a connection with God, and I was quite impressed by the fact that I've met so many people who are so warm, and they really helped me to understand myself better, to be more confident in myself, and to have some new ideas. And especially as a result of EDI Forum, we, the team from Republic of Moldova, are trying to bring EDI in Moldova. And we really hope that we will succeed, because we do need in Moldova leaders with character, and EDI, this is what it is about. So we expect to have EDI in Moldova, and we expect to bring a hope in our country.
I will miss everything at this place. I will miss my conversation, my speakers, my brother and sisters, and it's what I have to say to all of these young people. I will encourage them all to go here in EDI, because it was the best experience than ever.
I found that EDI is much more than just a seminar and a conference. It's much more about actually getting to know people, and also the deeper values of things like politics, media, diplomacy and integrity. And I was incredibly impressed with the quality of participants here, whether they were just sitting there small groups talking about the big philosophical questions, or whether they were talking about the latest business venture they wanted to go on, or the fact that it was a real struggle in life, or the political situation in their country was really difficult. So I found being able to speak into that amazing, and I was incredibly impressed by what I found here, and I would definitely recommend people to come on here and to ask bigger questions about both themselves and why they are participating in what they're doing in their work world and also in their personal life.
God, I look to you. I won't be overwhelmed. Give me vision. Give me vision to see things like you do. God, I look to you. You're where my help comes from. Give me wisdom. just what to do. And I will love you, Lord, my strength. And I will love you, Lord, my shield. And I will love you, Lord, my rock. Forever all my days, I will love you, Lord. And hallelujah, our God reigns. Hallelujah, our God reigns. Hallelujah, our God reigns. Forever all my days, hallelujah. Forever all my days, hallelujah. Give me vision to see things like you do, God. I look to you, you're where my help comes from. Give me wisdom, you know just what to do. And I will love you, Lord, my strength. And I will love you, Lord, my shield. And I will love you, Lord, my rock. Forever all my days, I will love you, Lord. And hallelujah, our God reigns. Hallelujah, our God reigns. Hallelujah, our God reigns. Forever all my days, hallelujah. Forever all my days, hallelujah. So I will love
EDI has been fantastic this year. The participants have been amazing. The team has been really in unity and with the Lord. And we really talked about Jesus' principles, but more about living it out. How are we going to live out being with Jesus on a daily basis? And then how are we going to change our countries for the better in economics, politics, and business? So I think these participants, they really got it. They got seeds of ideas. They got a lot of hope. They have new networks of lifelong friends, and I'm going to miss them. It's even bittersweet that we're ending right now, because I'm going to miss a lot of the team, a lot of the participants. I've enjoyed this year immensely. We've had fun. We've laughed together. We've cried together. We've worshiped together. We've also learned together.
And how EDI keeps growing. It was the 10th anniversary this year, and which is something amazing when you think of someone having just this vision for it, and now here it is 10 years later and it's going strong, and there's other EDIs popping up all around Europe. That's something, yeah. And so glad to be a part of a movement, and I hope to be a part for years to come.
It's a gospel song.